What else did you want to say?
Pop was diagnosed with dementia the minute he was taken to the hospital.
And when was that?
Fall
When was that?
in Davidsonville in 2006. Karen got a former military lawyer, a woman from Annapolis, and she knew, she had to know, they all knew what the diagnosis was, and she had him sign a will and I don't know what else, all kind of papers, when she knew that he had dementia. And then they tried, was it her or that other woman that tried to tell me, oh no, he just has aphasia. He just has aphasia. So that military woman, the former
That was Catherine Stavely.
military lawyer.
Catherine Stavely.
What was
Catherine Stavely. Stavely.
Stavely? Yeah, Catherine Stavely. She knew, and she had him sign a will anyway, because he was diagnosed before she ever had him sign that will. He was diagnosed in the hospital, and Karen knew that.
Well, even without a diagnosis, I think it was all evident to all of us because he
was doing.
Well, he couldn't even really say your name, anyone's name. He would look at you like you looked familiar.
He was having trouble
Hi, Boops. Are you peeking in here? You come to see Mop Mop? You come say hi to Mop Mop? Yeah, hi.
They were all a bunch of thieves. Karen even lied when the doctor, when he fell the second time, and Karen and I went out in the hall, and I can't remember that doctor's name that was there.
McDonough.
I don't remember. But anyway, he said to me, he said, does anybody have a will? And Karen said she did, but
not a will. It's medical power of attorney, or a power of attorney.
Power of attorney. That's right. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Power of attorney. And she said she did, but she really did not. I had his power of attorney from Fort Meade back in the 60s, I think. Should still be around somewhere.
We have it.
She just didn't stick it to me. She stuck it to her brother and sister and took everything from them. I think Chrissy had so many needs. They had nothing. They had lost everything they owned. And she didn't have enough money to help them. They had debt themselves. So they were desperate for money.
Now, knowing your husband and what he felt about the Suttons and how they lived over their lifetimes, do you think he would have ever given his power of attorney and handed over any financial control to Karen, Peter, or any of them?
No, he would never have done that because he knew they were not managing their own money at all. He talked to the whole family, including the kids, about their parents' death and how they couldn't keep buying and buying. But that didn't stop them. And I do think Peter worried about that, but he didn't have any control of any of it. He just went along with it. He didn't have a lot of backbone either.
And like, I remember Pop, he would come up to the house in Crofton at Whitestone and he would make comments. Sometimes when you would tell him Karen had seen a credit card statement and had questioned you about it when he brought mail up and he left it at Karen's, or she had come up to your house when you were out of town and saw stuff, and you told Pop about
when I went to somewhere, Florida, then I don't know, Florida. I gave them the key to my house to water plants. And they went through my papers, and she found out that we were helping John with his mortgage. And what else did she find out? Something else. She went through all my papers while they were up there. She knew that he was being helped with the mortgage because he needed help at that time.
But what I'm saying,
I guess she looked at all the bill from the credit card.
And I know she gave you a hard time about that. And then you told Pop. And what was his response when you told him about Karen giving you a hard time?
I don't really remember, but what he would have said was that it was none of her business.
That is exactly what he said.
What we did with our money.
That's exactly what he said. I was there.
With their own money, and they should concentrate on that.
Okay. Are you done with this? Have you said all you want to say? Are you done with this? Are you done with this?
I can't think of anything else to say that hasn't been said,
Okay.
except that Pop Pop would never have wanted them to take everything and leave John and Pat with next to nothing. With actually with nothing, I guess.
Okay. So long.